we're so far divided from what 1424 originally was. There's not landowners here represented. It's still going to have to take a little bit of scrutiny, I think. But the concept, I think, is an additional system, which it'd be hard for me to find fault with that.
Jay? Thanks, Dan.
Mr. Reggie, I know that we've worked together with you to try to get something passed. It was my understanding that y'all was wanting to simplify things. I want you to understand that, in my opinion, what you're doing here is complicating things even more. And y'all need to be aware of that. I mean, I want us to get this thing worked out. I don't want us to have to fight this same battle next year. But in my opinion, you're complicating matters a lot more with this bill than what you've already got.
In one way, you're probably right. But we have, since this permit went into effect, we have wanted the dog man to be held accountable for his actions and not the club. The present system we under now, one dog man can cause you to lose your permit from your hunt club. We have seen it advance to where you didn't get just warnings to where people are actually getting tickets now. A club that was wrote up in GON as being an outstanding model club never had a problem with anyone at all on anything. A week after that came out in GON, the first time a dog got off their property, they got a citation. It was the other week, a dog from another fella had got off the club and they got a warning. So this time when the dog got off, they got a citation. First time they ever had a problem. Under this present system, the two dog owners would have got a warning. There would have been nothing that could have been held against the club. That's why we are trying to separate the two permits. So one man can't make you lose your club. I know it's complicated. That's not what we wanted. But it gives us something that we can work with. They're not happy. We're not happy. But we can live with it.
Yeah, I just want you to understand that. In my opinion, I think you're complicating matters a lot worse than what they were. But if that's what y'all want, okay.
But if I had more time to get this out of the house this year, I'd like to hear your idea. But we're out of time, and y'all know it. So if you got a better system, put it in there quick.
Well, that kind of goes back to my point about maybe need to work on it all summer and come back next year with it, and we'll have something. But it's up to the committee. But if I still go back to the 2.46 dogs out of 17,850 on a Saturday, ain't no problem.
Well, it's not if you're not one of that, don't own one of them 2.46 dogs. And if I could be guaranteed that we wouldn't get it, that's right. But I mean, it's bad to lose a club permit because of just an infraction once in a while, and it will happen eventually. It's like seatbelts. When you come out and said we're going to pass the seatbelt law where you're supposed to wear a seatbelt, we're not going to enforce it. Well, we see where it's went. So I don't know how long we can get by with this. All I know is we took a poll of the board of directors, and it came back 5-2, and they told me to go with it. That's the one we just talking about. And
Ellis? I've got some of the same concerns that Representative Roberts raised down there. It appears to me that rather than simplifying things here, you're complicating it. First off, let me go back and ask you this question. I mean, you made a very contradictory statement up here when you said that you voted unanimously with 2 exceptions. Now, if you had a dead-gum vote and it was unanimous, there ain't no exception. So tell me about how many members are there on your board? Tell me about your vote. So you didn't have a unanimous vote.
No, you're right. It was that was a misuse of words. We had a majority. There's 6 directors and a president. So that was 5 out of 6 directors and the president voted again.
So you had a 5-2 vote.
5-2 votes, what it came out to. But if you can fix that thing better right now, then we'd take anything better, but we don't want anything worse.
The other concerns I have is the perception that I have and what I have seen in my world and what I have heard in these testimonies here, that the problems that have existed have arose from some rogue hunters. And the DNR has made the point that the clubs are the most effective tools of dealing with these people that maybe won't do like what they ought to. Let me get your take on that.
The hunting clubs are doing a great job of getting the man out of the club that's causing them problems. We cannot stop him from hunting, but we can get him out of our club. With this permit on his dog, DNR can pull that permit, and he can't hunt anywhere else. We can't stop him from hunting somewhere else. Mm-hmm. We have eliminated people out of clubs that I'm aware of, and they have went other places. And now we have kind of a calling system in place. We know in our